Expectations with the N900 is the OS basically and the UI, because I've seen the Nokia phones, the smartphones especially having a cluttered UI. So I'm expecting a nice and usable UI from N900, as well as the speed, because for me the problems with Symbian was speed. So I'm expecting the new OS to give me speed.
I used this on last night and it was quite good. I mean, it was fast. But the only thing which I think could be a setback is the price. I mean, 30k for a phone.
No, I think that's the MRP. The real world price that you'll get will be closer to about 27, and then in a couple of weeks, I think it'll be about 26, 27, which I think is a pretty fair price.
Yeah, I think it's okay, but then again, it will have stiff competition with iPhone 8G.
iPhone is 35.
8GB.
But 8GB does not compete with the power of the N900, don't you think?
Kind of. Yes.
What do you want?
I like the form factor of N900, but I still think the keyboard is not up to the level. I mean, the QWERTY keyboard, it should have been a bit wider. And I like the way the OS is, especially the applications and all. Since it is open platform, there are like a hell lot of applications which I saw in the demo, like the application which show you whether your camera shutter is closed or open. Very little ones, but saves your day, right? So I loved the applications and the touch screen, everything about it. And one more thing I liked is the way the conversation and contacts being put on N900, which has totally, which makes it totally internet device. I loved that fact.
Okay.
The thing about the N900 is that it's an open source platform, so basically everyone can chip in their bit of share on the applications front. The more thing I like about it, the quick responsiveness of the screen. It's amazing as compared to the other Symbian touch devices, so it's a plus point. And the good thing that I really like about the N900 is the ability to stream good quality videos and in a big screen, and that's really good for me. So I'm a media junkie and I love music and videos. So that's pretty
Especially those codecs and everything, which...
Right. Which are actually kind of constrained when you go on the Apple products.
True.
It's amazing.
Nice. Okay, so Varun, we'll go to Varun.
So I've used the N900 for quite some time, and it's a great device. Like coming from a Symbian back, after Symbian coming to Memo, it's a great device from Nokia. The only issues I have with the N900 is the battery life, but obviously you can go with a spare battery. So I love the connectivity options. It's auto switches from your 3G signal to your Wi-Fi, and display is great. Keypad could have been better, but it's usable now. And also I like the on-screen keyboard as well. And the great thing about it is it's covered by Linux. It has a Linux feel to it, so you can actually log into your server or do all your Linux stuff right from the phone without having to go to a PC.
Two of you have talked about the keyboard, but if I've used the N900 for something like 7 months now, and my experience has been completely different. I in fact love the side, the spacebar placement on the side, because I've seen that your thumb comes to a rest on the side and not in the middle. So I think that's a very, very smart way of placing it on a 3-row keyboard, and I absolutely love the keyboard after about 7 months.
It's pretty nice, but I'm not sure if they have those the function that when you press for long.
That's come with the PR 1.2.
Probably when I used it, it wasn't.
Yes, it should have been there right from the start, but fortunately for the guys in India, they'll have it as soon as they get out of the box.
But the keyboard is really nice. I have tried to do blogging on the normal web experience.
The WordPress website, yeah.
And it was really nice.
Awesome.
Maybe probably it was just my first experience. Maybe if I use it for full time.
True. Yeah, I've had the benefit of 7 months. Yes.
Maybe I get used to the.
And another thing is probably because I'm used to the E series of devices. Probably I was using an E71 for almost 1.5 years and the E72 for about a year now. Probably because of the huge layout of the E72, I'm used to that, and probably the N900 is a different experience, keyboard layout. So probably
I'd love to see
that's why
the portrait and landscape modes to come into the new.
Yeah, the web browser has it, and there's a shortcut to enable it for a few applications, PR 1.2. But what Nokia said is that it's not really coming to the N900 portrait mode because it'll be there in MeeGo, but since it's basically a tablet, it won't really be coming. I personally don't have a problem. All I would want is probably a conversations app in portraits where you can have a look at your messages in portrait.
One thing that I'm still using the the other version, not the latest one. So you don't have the ability to zoom images.
Have you tried using the volume rocker to zoom in? I think it works for images as well. I'm not sure, but I think it does.
One thing I would like to see is combine. I'm a person who believes in always on and a combined contacts list. Like for example, I have a contact of you. I want everything of you on that contact. So I don't know. I haven't seen the.
On the N900, you have my Facebook, my email or chat.
Yeah, so that's probably one thing I want. So I haven't seen this.
It's there, I think. To a large extent, it's there. Okay, let's talk applications now. Those of you who've played with, huh?
This is my favorite part.
Yeah.
The applications. The good thing about the N900 is that it's an explorer's device. So it gives you the ability to actually interact with your device and then use the applications the way you want them to. I've been trying a few applications in the repos and they've turned out to be great. So a few of them were one of the applications where you actually had to work your way to get the things work, were the emulators for different games. So it's not a child's play to actually do it because it's really geeky. You have to go into a terminal and everything, but it's such an experience you get after you actually do it. And then you feel happy that this is the way you made it work. So that's something amazing, and there are a few other applications which were really nice. And there's a flashlight application actually. It's available in the repos, and it's really awesome because in my part of the country, there are like huge power cuts, and then the cell phone comes with a rescue,
True.
So and yeah.
I have two. I love applications, but what I love even more is those hacks that come out. And one application that I absolutely love is Hermes, which pulls images from your Facebook and syncs it with your contact list. So all the images for people calling you are the ones that they have as the display pic in their Facebook profiles, which is amazing. And another thing which I really loved is the live focus hack, which allows you to manually focus using the zoom keys
while you're recording a video.
Yes, like the one I just showed it to you, and that's absolutely amazing for the community to come up with something.
Pretty easy to hack up the phone if you're a Linux programmer because you have things like Qt, you have Python.
I think you made a script which blocked
there was
calls.
no call block software available. So what I did was I just spent about half an hour, hack up a script in Python to block calls.
To which has been packaged into a deb file and is available for download. So there you have it. I mean, we have developers and bloggers amongst that. Let's go to Varun and find out what he likes about the application, the hacks.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like one of the one which uses CamKey or something.
Oh yeah, the one a better version is Shortcut D.
Yeah.
What it does is turns the camera key into a shortcut for the task switcher.
Task switcher, because the phone lacks a
Yes.
physical key for
A dedicated switch, yes.
But this actually you don't use a camera key for it's pretty much a dead key when you are not using the camera.
But there's a trick to that as well, because when you switch the power key twice, it actually puts the phone into key lock mode.
Yeah, that's nice as well. And with the software that I told you about, Shortcut D, a long press of that camera key can launch the phone application. So that way you have a dedicated camera launch application as well. So which is nice.
And then the FM booster also.
FM booster is one of my favorites,
Works,
definitely.
Very well.
And the worst part is that Nokia does not really boost it up. But this is one phone, if you're not happy with Nokia, what Nokia has done, the community comes to the rescue and there's a hack within days of you wanting it, which is exceptional.
Okay, I used this phone for like 10 minutes. One thing which I really liked about this phone is multitasking feature, as in the way you can switch between the applications. That is really cool. And one thing, like its camera, its screen is I guess bigger than the normal
3.5 inch.
Yeah, so that's that makes your images look much better, and you get better experience when you take images with that.
Awesome.
And another thing, the widescreen is your widescreen movies also play very well on this.
I think the ideal thing would be like connecting the N900 to a like big plasma TV, connect a Bluetooth keyboard, use it as a count.
Whoa.
Hi, I'm Vaibhav, and I run the SymbianBlog.com and the MegoBlog.com, which was Memo Central earlier, and The Twitter handles are the same as the name of the website. At the Simil blog and at the Mego blog. And I use my hands a lot when I talk. Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye guys.